Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I'm David Streggy, and here I have another review for you, coming from Finland, and it's a gore zombie flick that kind of, it's almost a feature. In fact, some would call it a feature, but it's a gore splatter zombie flick that kind of is its own creature, and it's called Riga Mortis. It was filmed in 2007, and it was a shot on video type of a film. But the reason why I say that it's its own creature is because it kind of goes a little bit psychedelic with some dreams and some thought processes, at least in the mind of one specific individual. And it also kind of goes black and white in certain spots. Now, in the very beginning, we have a military faction that appears to be protecting a survival bunker that is apparently in Finland, because there is a zombie apocalypse happening in the present, at least at this point in time. And the thing is, we see the military factions gunning down not only just zombies, but even people that are not infected. Like, there is a man running with a child that is wrapped in swaddling clothes, and he's running, trying to get to a bunker or a survival unit of some sort. But yeah, they gun him down too, and they take a man out of his car, and they shoot him up like a Nazi faction. In any case, while that is happening, two young gentlemen, I think that they're either roommates or brothers, and it turns out that this film is directed by Artturi Rostén and Henry Martila, which Artturi Rosten's production company is called ATH Productions, and Henry Martila's production company is called Martila Films. So, and I believe that they are they worked with a production company called Low Budget Films, or Low Budget Media, or something of that nature. But this particular release is put out by Jan Chaos's DIY Productions, which is actually over in Canada. And what he does is he produces like maybe 30 copies of certain films, for ones that he thinks that is like totally extreme, and he puts them out under his label. And they're normally all region, and I was able to get a copy, number 7 out of 10. So yeah, the second half, it has to do with the two young gentlemen. Evidently, one wakes up and begins to tell the other gentleman, "Hey, we're late. We should have already left." To where? I don't know. But apparently they were going to go and buy a new car or something like that, which is kind of weird because there's a zombie apocalypse happening in Finland. They start hearing, that the whole area of Finland is totally swamped with, with the infected. So ultimately, the other young gentleman fends off a zombie woman who ends up trying to attack him in their apartment before they even get on their way. And this is where it gets kind of funky. When they get in the car and they are driving, and they're on their way to wherever it is they're going, The one young man has a dream, and it's like he has a virtual nightmare of like. This is why I think that they're brothers, because I think he kind of goes back to a flashback of like when they were younger, and um, it's almost like an acid trip. So you see different images of him getting his hair changed, and then when he wakes up, his hair is actually changed to black when it was blonde. So ultimately, somehow they get attacked by zombies in the woods, and then that's when we actually get to meet the two directors, I believe, Henry and Artturi, um, where they play these two guys who are one plays a boss, which I believe is Artturi, um, and turns out that he was a pedophile or something like that, and so his underling, his employee, ended up attacking him on the way as they picked up the other young man after the zombie attack killed the older of the two that he was with, or his elder, or his brother, or his friend, or roommate, or whatever you want to call this man. And then somehow or other, the man ends up infected anyways. So I like that it was kind of like a little bit of everything. You could see blood and guts, and definitely the blood splattered in certain points. In the very beginning, when the military was shooting the infected, along with the uninfected, you saw blood squirt and this and that, and you saw imagery of um, intestines throughout the movie. So it was definitely a gore montage of sorts, but sort of a fever dream. In any case, if you enjoy hearing uh, what this film sounds like, and if you would like to find the film for yourself, then I suggest that you find a copy of it for your own enjoyment. And if you have seen the film, definitely comment down below. You can let me know what you thought of the film, and like and subscribe to my page if you will. And hopefully I'll have some more cool reviews for you. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day, evening, or morning wherever you are. That's you.